My name is Debbie. I'm one of the licensed practitioners here at the center, and I want to welcome you to our meditation this morning. So I invite you now to get settled in your chair, get comfortable, feet flat on the floor, and take a deep, cleansing breath. Breathing in that essence of spirit that is everywhere present. And exhaling any concerns, any fears, any problems that you walked in here with today. Just letting them go. Taking another deep breath in and exhaling. And focusing now on your inner special place, your sanctuary inside in your heart, where you can connect with spirit at any moment, any time during the day that you're feeling disconnected. You remember that that place inside you is always there, always welcoming. And I invite you now to just keep your focus, your attention on that inner place in your heart as we move into our meditation time. Focusing on your breathing, focusing on your heart space. If your mind starts to wander, bring it back to your breathing. Focus again on your inhale, exhale. As we start to bring our meditation time to an end, I invite you again to take a deep breath, breathing deeply in the presence of Spirit. And bring your awareness back to the room slowly. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. And just know that this day is blessed. This day is perfect. This day is filled with joy, with love, with the presence of Spirit. And when you're ready, just open your eyes gently and return your awareness, your consciousness back into the room. Thank you for joining me in this meditation. Our service will begin in 10 minutes. Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living San Jose. And happy Pride Month.
Woo! Woo! Yeah, all right.
True colors
Let's kick it
shown
off
today. Please join us in our opening song.
You can stand up, stand up. All right, get your body moving. Here we go now. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Let us make a joyful sound.
Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Take it, Dave. A joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Hello there. It's June 1st. 2025, last I checked. How about you guys, 2025? Where is the year going/gone? My name is Ron Wade. I am a practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living in lovely San Jose, California. And in the spirit of oneness today, I'd like to welcome you to our Sunday celebration. So this is the first Sunday of the month. And as we open our service, we gratefully acknowledge that we pray and learn and serve and grow on the traditional lands of the Tamian Nation. And we give thanks for the opportunity to gather as a faith community on these lands. And we offer our respect to their ancestors and elders, and to all Bay Area indigenous peoples of the past and the present. And if you're familiar with the Tamian Caltrans station, that's where it gets its name. So I'd like to invite Laura Graham-Marquard up to give us our invocation.
Goodness to you. So as we begin a call to service, I know that bringing some resonance to whatever brought you here is heightened right now. one mind, one body, one spirit. It is truly all that there is. It is everything that is needed and necessary for a glorious life. And this life, love, intelligent energy is here in this room and beyond, from the edges and past of the cosmos to the very breath that I breathe. As I know this for myself, I know this for every individual. Showing up as that oneness and each individualized expression in all its diversity and all its potentiality. We honor this, we embrace the differences in love, the diversity with intelligence, and knowing that light is shining more fully on our awareness, on our perceptions. And they're broadened today. They're deepened today. And so I just know and claim that this service and every single part of it, from the top to the bottom, the side to the side, the front to the back, the in to the out, is fulfilling every single desire and need of anyone and everyone benefiting from this service today. Whether it be support, comfort, encouragement, strength, it's all here. So I invite you to bring to your own mind now just a silent word, claiming for yourself the deepening that this beautiful service brings. I'm so grateful for our speaker, Sean, today. I'm grateful for all of the people in service, all of the musicians, all of the tech people. And then all are here to participate and be this service today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I release this word into the action of the law because it's already done. And so it is.
The spiritual truth is that we all belong to each other. This calls us to be inclusive, to celebrate and embrace our unique identities, whether that's ability, age, ethnicity, gender, national origin, physical characteristics, religion, or sexual orientation. As we celebrate, we also affirm that our human magnificence is so much more than the labels we give ourselves and each other. Our community is a place of belonging, calling all of us into our spiritual magnificence. We are companions on the journey, expanding love's expression as we learn to become the presence of peace. We are beacons of light, living the principles we teach each other, and as we meet each other where we are. We are a safe place, exploring hope and courage. New beginnings occur through radical acceptance of who and whose we are. As Ram Dass said, we are all walking ourselves home. Welcome home. So I'd like to acknowledge a few of the many folks in service today. We'll get to the praise team later in the service. But on drums, we have Billy Johnson. On keyboard behind me, we have Dave Dumont. On guitar, we have Dave Maurischat. On bass, we have Dewayne Pate, who's ping-ponging between here and Italy. How cool is that? And then meditation was led by Debbie Belmessieri earlier today. Our invocation was given by Laura Graham-Marquard. Later on, Jan Raissle will perform the Prac of the Day duties for the second part of the service. High Watch is Jeanette Cervantes back in the corner over there. And then back in the production room, we have Josh on sound and the rocket scientist CJ on multi-cameras and broadcast tech today. The online moderators are Laura, Barbara, and Spencer out in the table out in Fellowship Hall with the 3 laptops going. And David Field is concierge today. Hospitality, the snacks and beverages you'll participate in afterwards were provided by Bonnie Cartwright and Debbie Belmessieri. And then the flower ministry today is in honor, is provided by Debbie Slayton. So, we realize that there are many spiritual / soul food options today, and we are grateful that you are here with us. We welcome you, and if you are with us for the first time, please consider staying after service for some nourishment and connection in Fellowship Hall. We do have healthy snacks, like only 2 grams of sugar. And we have the ones that aren't so healthy too. So take your pick, choices. Okay. And if you are here for the first time, you can visit the concierge table as well. And there is a welcome packet which explains more about who we are. And we invite you to explore that for yourself. Alrighty. It is now time for us to invoke our statement of being, which should be coming up on the screen there. And if you will stand and join me in our statement of being. We believe that life is good, that God is all there is, and that love is the only power. We are a welcoming and inclusive community of inspired individuals caring for and about each other and the entire planetary family, bringing the gifts of active compassion and kindness to the world. Our purpose is to transform lives, build dreams, and reveal God through education, music, prayer, service, generosity, and play. Please play with your neighbor. Please return to your seats. The train cannot leave the station until everyone is seated as we leave from track 9 3/4. Our guest musical artists today are our praise team. Would you like to do the honors? Introduce everyone.
Oh, yeah. We're just the praise team. We're good.
They're the praise team. If you want to know their individual names, catch them after service.
Yep, we're good. Yep. We're the praise team. Yes. Later. No, at announcements. Nope. So no. to take courage. In a world full of people, you can't lose sight of it all. And the darkness inside you can make you feel so small. When I see your true colors shining through, I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy, can remember when I last saw you laughing. If the world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear, you can call me up, because you know I'll be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. If this world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear, you can call me up, because you know I'll be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Your true colors are beautiful like a rainbow.
That was one of my favorite songs from the 80s. Anyone else? Yeah. True colors. So, our June theme is in living color. And how cool is that? So, our special guest speaker today is Sean Garcia. And he has a message titled Celebrating the Spectrum of Being. Sean is a licensed marriage and family therapist working in private practice here in San Jose. He's particularly passionate about serving the needs of transgender persons and their families, as well as the neurodiverse population. Given his personal and professional experience, he's created teen and family transgender support groups, served on gender-inclusive task forces at private and religious schools, elementary level through college, facilitated diversity trainings, and participated in speaking panels for legal, medical, and tech audiences. Prior to psychotherapy, he spent a decade in global marketing, operations, and corporate training. So he's combined his mindset for business with his passion for mental health. Please welcome Sean Garcia.
I'm honored. And humbled, and actually really excited to be with you this morning. Today's a special day for two reasons. Firstly, as Ron Wade had mentioned, I'm here to welcome us into a new thematic month at CSL, under the title of In Living Color. And it's quite appropriate because it coincides with June 1st, which is the start of World LGBTQ Pride Month. I am grateful to be welcomed in this community. And one might presume that as a transgender identified person, that I would be here to share my story. But when I began to reflect on the theme of In Living Color, my mind and my heart went someplace else, about a century ago. So I would like to invite you on the journey that I took while exploring the theme of In Living Color. Let's go back to the early 1920s. One of the first technological advancements in entertainment was a device that brought people literally together. They likely all huddled around this one device in the same room, listening to the same story, what we might call the modern day podcast. Except, back in those times, there were no earbuds. So that potential communal experience today is quite individual. But that advancement back then was very monumental, because while people were listening to the same story, only one mode of input, audio, they were likely sharing in a same narrative in here. I don't know about you, but when I close my eyes and listen to a story, or even when I dream in color. So while huddled around a device back in the early 1920s with a solitary input, innately, inherently, everyone was experiencing their story in color. Now fast forward not even 10 years, and that story that initiated here then began to be inputted out there. Now, at the time, it was considered another revolutionary advancement in entertainment. The story that we were creating here with our lived experience, our paradigm, was now projected to us in the form of black and white television. Early black and white television was in the binary. Now, what was remarkable about this experience is that within the limitations of the binary, we were entertained. We might ask ourselves how that happened. It's because these early creators were pretty monumental. They used their binary to their advantage. Because the binary is simply an extreme. The early shows based on good and evil, right and wrong, happy, sad. We are entertained. We are taken out of ourselves by the extremes. Interestingly enough, though, during this time was the birth of what we call sketch comedy, the extreme form of fun, slapstick humor. Now, many people in this room might recall this particular episode. Two women wearing aprons, standing behind a conveyor belt, slowly moving, with a single row of chocolates. Starts off slow. They take the chocolate, they wrap it, they put it back. No talking. Exaggerated facial expressions, exaggerated behavior, even silence was entertaining. Because we all know that that conveyor belt sped up to the point of no return. The cheeks were puffed, the aprons were full, and the episode ended. And everybody has already started laughing. We all know that episode from I Love Lucy. The same is true of the Dick Van Dyke Show, where Mary Tyler Moore was part of. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis Show, which I had to get inspired this morning and watch it again. Exaggeration within the binary. We were brought into their story. We no longer created it here. And I doubt at that time, as consumers to their story, that we would sit back and go, well, this is lacking in color. It wasn't the paradigm then. It was the form of advancement. 12 years later, something that would rock and change forever, the cinematic experience, occurred in 1939. Now, as Americans and as humans, we probably associate 1939 with the start of World War II, the epitome of living in the binary, living in the black and white experience of life and death. And how ironic that during that time, in fact, about a month before that, in August, on August 15th, 1939, what was happening on American soil brought forth the most revolutionary change in color cinema, in the form of Technicolor. So here, while the binary life and death is happening out there, here at home, and within the viewer's experience, we were no longer consuming that story. We became part of that colorful experience. Because on August 15th, 1939, a young woman and her little dog, Toto, were experiencing the turmoil of their black and white world. In fact, sepia color, but it was fairly black and white. And once the tornado passed over, once the storm was over, Dorothy opens the door from her home and enters into the magical world of Oz. Let's take a look. That goes on for a while. And the graphics, obviously, is very archaic at this point, but that was revolutionary. We were no longer in a black and white world. What we were seeing on the screen is what we've always lived in. It was a co-creation moment. I'm embarrassed to say that I have never seen that movie in its entirety. But I think that's equally powerful because I know that scene. I would imagine most people know that scene. So, That was 1939. About 30 years later, my generational equivalent, still far older than me, but my generational equivalent of that experience was the Gene Wilder's version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. A poor boy living in a damp, cold, cobblestone world had a dream of opening a Wonka bar so that he could experience that which was not yet revealed to him. He uses his last shilling and begins to open that Wonka bar on the street. Up to this point in the movie, most of it is pretty monochrome. The music starts, he peels the wrapper, and the first bit of shimmering color is the golden ticket. That was his version of the Yellow Brick Road. Even beyond this moment of reaching or getting the golden ticket, he stands on the gates, at the front of the gates of the Wonka factory with his Grandpa Joe, again in a fairly monochrome world. But there is excitement building behind them. Can you imagine if when walking through the Wonka factory, everything remained in black and white? Let's take a look.
Hold your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world. There's nothing to it.
I wish there was one screen that had a camera on your faces and the other screen with the show, because your faces reflect that which you see in the show, the essence of co-creation. The evolutionary transformation of entertainment from 1920 to more mainstream media in people's homes in the early 1980s, which was reflected in color TV. 60 years of innovation. Something that, ironically, we can rely on these days is technology. While the evolution took time, it led to an outcome that reflects us. And we would hope the same for the LGBTQ movement. And in fact, with all things considered, it has. And it had its moment of the radio equivalent. On June 25th, 1969, police raided an inn in Greenwich Village. The patrons resisted. The community resisted. And they won. That event is known as the Stonewall Riots. Through that storm cloud, rainbows would follow. But it took 10 years after that, 1979, when the first, at the time, gay pride march took place in New York City, 10 years later. And even then, 20 years beyond that, was the first time in American history where President Bill Clinton nationally recognized June as LGB Pride Month. 10 years later, we move even more forward. In 2009, President Barack Obama extended the recognition to include the letter T for transgender people. And it wasn't long thereafter, in 2011, when President Biden added one more letter and a symbol, Q+, for queer and allies. So in the span of those 40 years, we would consider it progress, a co-creation of those letters and those identities. But unlike technology, this movement is vulnerable to social and political changes. I would be remiss if I didn't say that this is the first year since 2009 that our government has eradicated transgender from existence. And yet, we're not going anywhere. They say that rainbows typically come out after the storms. And while rainbows have been associated with Pride Month, I feel that it is equally important that we honor those of us who may be living in our storm. And that storm certainly extends to so many of us for different reasons. We are truly in some of these storms together. But we must have faith that at some point that storm will end and that rainbow will come out. It may feel like we are living in a black and white world. A world where we are told what is right and what is wrong, what is good, what is evil, who is a man, who is not a man, who is straight or gay. And that's that story. That's the binary. And it might be deceiving to think that living in that duality might provide us a sense of safety, to seek security, to feel that we are right. But we must remind ourselves that within the duality, we limit our expression. We limit our authenticity. We limit our diversity. I am grateful to be living in an environment and in a community, in relationships with people and places that honor diversity. And it's important to recognize that there are many who do not feel the safety to do so. So while we are celebrating rainbows and glitter and lots of positive energy, that we hold a place for people who are in their storm. So when we feel called, or not called, when we feel pulled back into the black and white experience of life, I encourage you to return within. Because when we go within, we find our color. We find our truth. We find God. Thank you for honoring. Thank you for celebrating. Thank you for providing the safety for me to live in my color. And I hope the same for you. Thank you.
Let's pray. Oh, there's one creator, one source, one God that is everywhere. All the places that you can see and you cannot see, inward and outward, explainable and not explainable. And God is everywhere. Oh, God has provided emotions and love and the protection, the kindness, the ups and the downs, knowing that we know where to turn. And I'm grateful to be, I'm grateful to be a place on earth where God shows up. I'm grateful that I am an expression of God, as is Sean, as is everyone here. God doesn't make mistakes. We are who we should be. And that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to be able to stand in our own truth, to look at the diversity that exists, to be curious about the things we don't understand, but to be open-minded and open-hearted and open at the top to see a change occur. We always say, change your thinking, change your life. And we have a source, a creator, a God to support us in doing that. Take a deep breath and feel the love moving from one person to another in our seats, in our sanctuary, on this stage, everywhere. Extend that outside of this building, because there are people in their storm. And God is always present with them. They may need support in asking for help. They may need support to turn within. And each one of us can be that support, that truth, that love, by simply being present and standing in our own truth. Oh, I'm grateful. I am so grateful that we are not all the same. What a gift. We wouldn't have the colors that we have. We would be black and white. And sometimes there's fun in the black and white. But the color adds so many more dimensions. And that's a beautiful place to play, a beautiful place to stand in. I'm grateful for that opportunity. Feeling the love of God and sometimes forgetting to turn there when I need support. I'm grateful to know that God is always present. And I release my word, knowing that God has already got it. If I'm thinking, that comes from God. This divine oneness is so present. And I release that word, and together we say, and so it is.
There's a new me coming out, and I have to live, and I just want to give. I'm completely positive. This time around, I am gonna do it like you never knew it. Oh, I'll make it through. This time it's for me to step out of my shell, and I have to shout that I am coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. Coming. I want the world to know. Got to let it show.
I've got to show the world all that I want to be and all my abilities. There's so much more to me than how I got to drink it. Just understand, I got it well in hand. Oh, what I have planned. I'm spreading love, there is no need to fear. And I just feel so good every time I hear I'm coming out. Woo!
I want the world to know. Got to let it show.
Yeah, sing it.
I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out.
Let's hear it for the praise team. And the house band. Sean, thank you. Thanks for what I got reminded of is that the rainbow of colors comes from the one light. And that without all the colors of the rainbow, we can't get back to that one light. and that the colors of the rainbow, whichever color you choose, is a part of the rainbow, a part of the greater whole. So it's kind of like a paradox to me. Both sides are true. So thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Next week, Reverend Dr. Linda Rapond will be joining us with her message, Navigating Opposition, Staying True to Your Calling. It sounds like an appropriate topic for the times. Alongside Reverend Queen Michelle Jordan will be in the house with the house band and the praise team. So prepare for the ceiling to be 6 or 12 inches higher than it is now. Alrighty, now it is time for our conscious giving, an opportunity to participate in the law of circulation. We know that even though we've been taught that it is better to give than receive, the most important idea is often missed, that knowing that we must receive first in order to give from a feeling of abundance. So we invite you to receive a blessing of joy from your higher self. The ushers will begin to pass the bowls around. Please take one. Keep it with you all week long. I tape mine to my computer monitor. And know that you are loved. Ushers, please circulate those baskets. Yes. I think this is way better than communion. How about you? I don't know why that came to me. Maybe the taking of the wafer. All right. So now we can complete the law of circulation by giving back. So ushers, please circulate the offertory baskets. And I invite you to invoke the feeling of gratitude through thoughts of life's abundance right where you are, allowing that to fill you and the space around you. And sing along if you like.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other?
Your word has power. So please join in blessing the offertory by saying together our prosperity affirmation. The words are on the screen. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world, and it returns to me multiplied abundantly. Who knows what first Sunday of the month means? It's birthday. Who has a birthday in June? All righty. Here. That's the different version. That's the Beatles version, I believe. It's time for announcements, and then we'll be wrapping it up and get out to the goodies in Fellowship Hall. So, the first, I'm on announcements. I'm just checking the script here. Thank you. The first announcement is that Reverend Nadine, online only, 2 hours on June 25th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. is offering Manifesting a New Reality class. It's online only. It reveals what needs tweaking in your intention and process of demonstrating your desired reality. $25 per person. That's a great investment for creating your reality. Okay, today, after service in here at 12:15, Sean Garcia is providing a trans identity workshop. And there was a little confusion. It's for people who want to learn about what it means. Little feedback here, Josh. It's for people who want to learn about what it means. It's not limited to people who identify as trans. It's for everybody, and it's a learning experience. So you get a foundational knowledge and a little bit of empathy for what the experience is like. That is a great idea. And the price is free. It's upstairs in Ernest Holmes. I was just told it's upstairs in Ernest Holmes. If you don't know where that is, there's a lot of people who can show you. Alrighty. Tomorrow, and today's the last day to sign up, but tomorrow, the first of 2 sessions, Mandalas, Meditations, and More, which is offered on Mondays and Saturdays, a total of 6 sessions, June 2nd, 21st, July 7th and 19th, August 4th and 16th. In person only, because we have a nice place out here for Mandalas. And Reverend Maureen is offering this, Mandalas, Meditation, and More experience. The investment is $125 for all 6 sessions. So starts tomorrow on June 1st, and it is a spiritually designed experience for greater soul intimacy. You don't want to miss those. Then next Sunday, June 8th, is Soul Collage Sunday. The facilitator is Deb Dake, who is right here. If you have any questions, please talk to her after service. I did 2 soul collages in her workshop. I don't remember how long ago, but they're still taped to my bathroom window, my bathroom mirror, and I look at them every morning, still trying to figure out what it was that came through. Yeah, and it's really good. June 8th, 12 noon to 3 p.m., in person only. The investment's $35. All the materials are included. It's a good deal. June 7th, next Saturday, is the School of Spiritual Leadership Ministerial Graduation Celebration. 2 o'clock, in person only, here. And one of our very own is graduating and becoming a minister, Jen Bick. Alrighty. Now, I would like to invite up Gus, who is going to briefly talk about our next announcement, and we're almost done with announcements.
So, I just want to be super clear because we're down to 2 weeks that are left. Men, women, children, dogs, cats. Come walk with us. It's at Santana Row. Come walk with us. You don't necessarily have to sign up and join the team and pay the $68. We would love you to. 100% of your donations goes directly to the women in need. So this is a super cool thing, and I'm excited about it. Be excited with me. Come out and support us and cheer us on. Thanks, everybody.
And if for some reason you have a calendar conflict on Thursday, June 12th at 5 p.m., you can actually make an online donation to support the team. And all those proceeds go to the charity. Okay, June 21st, The Power of the Labyrinth. Reverend Maureen Ross is running this one as well. This is integrative and contemplative ritual walks that begin on June 21st, which is the summer solstice. There will be 3 of them. There's a summer, autumn, and winter labyrinth walk. So Saturday, June 21st, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. The investment is $125 for all 3. So you can sign up for that online as well, or at the concierge out in Fellowship Hall. So the last announcement, June 15th, which is 2 Sundays from now, which is also Father's Day Sunday, we have Daniel Namod as not only guest musician, but guest speaker. And he's doing a concert, a mini concert, June 15th, 12:30 to 1:30 after service here. The concert's in person only, and it's a mini concert. It's $20 per person. I'm buying 2 tickets, so I have to bring Deanna, and I love bringing Deanna with me. And if you never heard his music before, you want to be here to hear his music. It will take you places, good places. And then the last announcement is that the in-person board meeting on June 18th has been canceled because of holiday fever. Many people on the board are on vacation. But you're still welcome to join in on the regular online meeting this Wednesday, June 3rd at 5 p.m. through Zoom. The links to register for all the events we talked about are found on our website calendar at www.cslsj.org. And I'm bringing our ministerial graduate, practically, soon to be done with that, Jen Bick here.
Good morning, everyone, and I will continue to remain the Director of Youth and Families. I will be a minister in training until next January when I pass the oral panels. So you all hold that. MIT, Minister in Training. I want to honor our youth volunteers, even though our youth also have that summer fever today. We did have volunteers on hand today. Leanne and Jackson and Chris Grayson were all here to serve our youth. And we had one youth, but it was just my granddaughter. So I want to recognize them for being in service today. Thank you.
No favorites.
It's not a favorite. She was here.
Now, the last thing is, if you're a practitioner in service today and you have your purple stole on, would you please just stand in place? Alrighty, so we have a place called the Prayer Chapel in the back there. So if there's something that is weighing on your heart or your spirit and you would like prayer for it, you may go back there and have a 2-minute miracle. It's quick, it's confidential. It's quick and it's confidential, and there's no charge for it. And if you have something that you're just grateful for and you're overflowing with gratitude, like you landed a new job or a new house or a new car, you can go back and pray under the windows for that too, because Spirit takes it all. And it also is pretty confidential. And it's also quick, and it's confidential, and it's free. It's our gift to you. Alrighty. So, on behalf of everyone who helps put this service on and all of you who are attending here, I want to thank you. And we look forward to seeing you to come back again. And so now, our practitioner of the day, number 2, Jan, will come and give us our closing affirmation, and we'll have our closing song.
Thank you. If you will all repeat after me. I am the co-creator of my life.
I am the co-creator of my life.
There is no limit to my possibilities.
There is no limit to my possibilities.
And I am a colorful expression of God.
And I am a colorful expression of God.
And so it is.
And so it is. Join us in our closing song. Please stand and join us. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I